it was like working with the president. You know, it was big. You know what I'm saying? It was big. It was cool. I walked away with a good experience. I can't say I didn't. I enjoyed her. She's very beautiful. You know, and my tongue will never be the same.
He tripping because he like you.
That's Pop.
We kicked it, you know, but I went into the movie saying, you know, in order for me to do this right, I gotta really, truly, indeed fall in love with Janet Jackson. And I did that. I still believe that I did that. I really did fall for it. And when the movie was over, it was like we broke up. You know, and I felt her not being there. After they see it and wait for a while, they can go, that was a love story. That was like Romeo and Juliet, you know, but for black folks. Just look at it, you know, little ghetto gutter kid, rich Janet Jackson. We do a movie together, you know? I mean, you can't get no more West Side Story than that.
It's very hot.
Okay.
If Bishop from Juice was a reflection of young black male today, I wouldn't be honest if I didn't show another reflection. All of our young black males are not violent. Right. They're all not taking the law into their own hands. They're all not going to that extreme to accomplish some sort of achievement in their life. So this is just another way of showing how you can be a young black male and accomplish something. Lucky is doing it the opposite way the Bishop did. He's working. He's very responsible. He's deliberate about the things he's doing. He's taking care of his daughter. He's a respectful person, you know what I'm saying? He lives at home with his mother. He's not sweating it. That's where he wants to be. He wants to work. He wants to set goals and accomplish them.
And that's really the duality of Pac, to where he showed both sides. He showed thug life and all that, and he also showed his introspective, responsible side. Like, that's who Pac really is. Like, he's a combination, like a small combination of Bishop from Juice, but also he's Lucky from Poetic Justice. And shout out to John Singleton for having Pac star in this, because he was the perfect role for this type of character, which I think he played it perfectly, because this is truly, like, really who he is for real.
This is the barbecue. We're the hot sauce. Props ain't know about the hot sauce.
Yeah, you gotta have hot sauce. Like, ain't no way you got a hot sauce. You know, Jan love her some hot sauce too. Like that whole, you know how Michael get down and the whole Jacksons get down. So
it's just how you feel when you get around somebody you like and you can't express yourself. Everybody's gonna feel that frustration. Everybody's gonna feel that stutter when you want to say something and it don't come out right. Everybody can relate to that: black, white, small, tall, fat, short, skinny, all that. So that's what it's about. It's like, it's just that awkwardness of being around somebody that you really enjoy and you really want to get to know better. But you don't want to give up nothing, they don't want to give up nothing, so it's a tug-of-war game.
In his first feature film since the critically acclaimed Boys in the Hood, writer-director John Singleton has created a motion picture that shatters expectations.
Singleton on a horse?
The film is Poetic Justice.
I always wanted to do a whole trilogy of films that were set in South Central Los Angeles. I call it my South Central Trilogy. And this is the second installment. I wanted to do something that could still have the whole flavor that the first movie had, but at the same time move away and allow me to, like, really free myself up and do some different things.
That's an iconic hoodie. This hoodie right here, I wish I had this. The African, I forget, what is it? The African
free myself up,
American College,
and do some different things.
Making her feature film debut in the role of Justice is Grammy Award-winning music superstar Janet Jackson. For her and Singleton alike, it was a chance to try something new.
Whereas the first movie went on with what it was like to be a man growing up in South Central Los Angeles, this has a different take on it. You know, this is showing how the deaths of all these brothers have been affecting the women.
Now, if you listen closely, I'll tell you what I know. Storm clouds are gathering. The wind is gonna blow. The race of man is suffering, and I can hear them moan. 'Cause nobody can make it out here alone. Her escape from everything that she's gone through, all the pain that's happened in her life, is her poetry. It's very different from other roles that you have seen on television or on film. And I think that's what makes it so neat.
This is my cousin. Look at my family over here. Cousin. What's up, cousin? How you doing, boy? Cousin.
Cousin, yo, classic. Yeah.
Damn. What a pretty girlfriend you got here, boy. Y'all make a good-looking couple, too, boy.
The poetry Singleton chose for the film is that of Maya Angelou, one of America's preeminent poets. In Singleton, Angelou found someone who shares her love of language.
He listens to how people talk. He has a good ear. So when it comes time for him to replicate that dialogue, he is able to do it honestly.
So what's your name, cuz? Lucky. Lil Lucky? Oh, Lucky, yeah. So, cousin, yeah. What's your name? Just call me Cutty. 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 Look at y'all come on here, man. I want y'all.
John, I think he just has a gift for seeing something in people and pulling it out of them and putting the right people together.
Is that barbecue? Looks like barbecue.
What y'all gonna do?
We gonna eat.
You crazy? This is your family.
We're black. We all family.
I love that line.
The role of Lucky, Singleton turned to the talents of platinum-selling rap artist turned actor TUPAC Shakur. Known for his portrayal of a violent youth in the film Juice, Shakur found in the role of Lucky the opportunity to portray a more positive character. But what intrigued Singleton was the struggle between people's aspirations and the influences of the city.
What y'all doing?
We honest. Looking for some busters to jack.
I wanted to make it so that, you have all these characters going through all these negative things in Los Angeles and how the environment shapes their perceptions and it shapes their lives. And then if you have them come out of that and leave the outskirts of the city and they're within nature and they're experiencing all these different things, then you have just the characters to deal with.
What you writing?
Stuff.
That was a perfect freaking reaction that Janet gave. It was like, nigga, stuff. Like that's like what your parent, when your parent asks you, "What you doing?" Like stuff. Right? Her reaction was perfect.
Stuff.
As they drive out of the city, they start to relax. They drop the mass of anger and secrecy and privacy that they carry around as survival techniques. And they start to relate to each other and grow warm to each other.
What do you write about?
Whatever's in my heart.
What's that?
When you're not surrounded by peer pressure and neighborhood stuff, when you really get out and get the city off your back, it's sort of like, boom, it's okay. You feel a lot better. And it's really okay just to be yourself and be happy with it.
Okay, that's a good part.
Come on, Pop. What, Charles Barkley? Hey, yo.
You like the 5 heartbeats.
John saw it and matched the vibes and everything, and everybody gets along on screen and off screen. And Janet has been just real fun to work with for the simple fact that as megastar as she is, she's just like us. Laugh at the same stuff. Been through the same stuff with people don't imagine. And she's made everything just sort of like buddy.
Okay. All right. Is everybody happy?
It was this camaraderie that helped the
That
actors
has to
get...
really be a trip because Janet, she's part of the Jackson family, but also she had her own success musically, especially by this point, already done Control, Rhythm Nation. She's on point. I think Janet, the album, I don't know if it came out yet. She might have been in the process of doing that. So she already a mega star. And the fact that, you've never in general heard one word of Janet, heard Janet being too Hollywood or being stuck up or arrogant. You've never heard one bad word about her. She's always been down to earth and chill and just super relatable. That's super dope. And again, people like Pac, Regina King, Joe Torre. They are greats in their respective art form, and like just to have these collective of talented people, like John Singleton directed, like and Maya Angelou was just like, God, what a cast right here.
All right. Is everybody happy?
It was this camaraderie that helped the actors get to the heart of their characters.
That look gets me every time.
I love when I can say this is a love story. Because it is. It's a true love story and it's real.
She wants to make something of herself, and so does he, which is really nice. It is very positive, and a lot of the young women, I feel, are really, really going to like that. If you listen to me closely, I'll tell you what I know. Storm clouds are gathering. The wind is gonna blow.
There's an article that talks a lot about the fact that when you were making the movie and there was going to be a love scene, Janet Jackson insisted that you have an AIDS test, and you said, forget it.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Absolutely true. It wasn't, I don't know if it was Janet that it came from, but I know that they suddenly, out of the blue, they wanted me to take an AIDS test for this love scene. And I did not agree. I did not disagree if we were really going to make love. I said, if I could make love with Janet Jackson, I'd take 4 AIDS tests. But if I'm going to do a love scene with her, just like somebody else did, and they didn't take a test, I'm not taking a test. Not only am I not taking the test, get out of my trailer. You know, I was like, and they said like 4 different people to ask me, like somebody else asked me. First they sent the producer, then they sent the black dude, then they sent John, then they sent the girl. You know, it don't matter who you send, I'm not taking one. Just, to me, it was just like an insult. We had a good experience on the set.
You look like the type that got a kid.
And what's the type?
Like, yo, that might be the wildest story I've ever heard. Like, first of all, people don't have actual sex in movies. Like, that's not a thing. Like, so why would Janet need an HIV? Like, why would she need Pod to take a test when they're not doing an actual love scene? Like, that's so weird to me. Like, if we're actually going to do it, then yeah. But like, first of all, that's not. That was just crazy to me. Like, that was just it's just like. I was wondering if they was gonna say in this video, like I was gonna bring it up, like, yo, that's just wild to me. Like, why would you do that? Like, so that's so disrespectful. Like, why would you think Pac, like, even though it was going rampant, but it was just rampant during that time. Like, Magic just got done retiring because of everything, and you know, Freddie Mercury passed, and like, so, but it's still like. Why? Like, that feels so disrespectful to go and Pac, like, yo, you about to have a sex scene with Janet? Nah, you gotta take a HIV. Like, what? Like, what? Like, what? Like, what are you talking about? That seems so disrespectful. That's hilarious, though.
You thought I made a friend? I thought I know Janet Jackson for life. But as soon as the movie was over, it was like, this number has been changed. And it was like a movie. I mean, it was like the day after the movie wrapped. I did like... All right, I'm gonna call you. All right, this number's been changed. I said, oh, okay. But still,
Pac's hilarious.
Run up and hug her and all of that, you know? We was real cool.
Yeah, I think my memory serves me correct. Janet was already in a situation during that time. Yeah, I think she was in a situation during that time. So, I could be wrong. Or maybe she dubbed him. Anyway. That would have been a powerful cut. That might be bigger than Jay-Z, Beyonce, Will and Jada, like Pac and Janet. That might have been the most powerful couple ever, dog. Winnie and Bobby, like that could have been a true power couple. But yeah, that's a little bit behind the scenes of Poetic Justice 1993. If you haven't, definitely go check out my watch along on Patreon. Definitely a classic joint. A story about love, anger, rage, peace, violence, all kinds of stuff in that content movie, man. Definitely Janet Jackson, Tupac did the damn thing, along with Regina King and Joe Torre, and John Singleton. Definitely go check out my watch log on Patreon, patreon.com/HateSoundwaves. But like, comment, subscribe, share all the things of the things. Ain't gotta go home, dude. Gotta get it stepping. Peace.
Did you tell me this was over?